Sir. Thank you, Caoimhín, and thank you, Senator Gallagher, for raising this matter. I suppose, firstly, just to, on behalf of myself and Minister Creed, acknowledge and thank Teagasc education staff for their hard work and dedication in managing the unprecedented demand for the adult Green Cert programme, which is delivered on a part-time and distance education basis, as the Senator has outlined, at Teagasc agricultural colleges and at their local and regional education centres. Well, I'm not in a position to comment on the staffing issues that pertains in particular locations, because that's an internal operation matter for Teagasc and not the Department of Agriculture. I understand, however, that Teagasc target available teaching resources where demand for courses, training courses, are greatest. The Department has worked closely with Teagasc to address staffing issues in relation to the delivery of the Adult Green Cert programme. The current exceptional demand reflects renewed interest and opportunities in agriculture, but is also directly linked to the education requirements of the Young Farmers Scheme and National Reserve, which require applicants to have prescribed Level 6 agricultural qualification, a Green Cert or equivalent, in order to qualify for payment. This was to ensure that payments were targeted at trained young farmers who have a genuine interest in farming as a career. And approximately 2,000 young farmers required places on the Adult Green Cert arising from the education requirements of the Young Farmers Scheme and National Reserve. The Department was concerned that if the additional Green Cert places were not made available, young farmers who would otherwise qualify for EU-funded payments would be refused payment or would fail to qualify for full payment. So in order to address this situation, it was agreed that the additional temporary resources would be provided to Teagasc to enable them to rapidly expand the number of Green Cert places and clear the backlog of applications in the shortest possible time frame. In conjunction with the Department of Public Expenditure and Reform, Teagasc was approved to appoint 20 new temporary education officers in 2014 and again in mid-2015 on 2-year employment contracts. It enabled Teagasc to dramatically increase enrolments from a typical year of 500 to over 1,500. And moving on, as Teagasc continued to experience strong demand for the Adult Green Cert over and above the pre-existing high levels of demand, they were allocated a further temporary posts in November of 2015, bringing the overall number of teaching posts sanctioned to 70. In addition, the Department also approved 7 temporary administrative staff for a 2-year period to address the huge volume of course administration that arose from the unprecedented demand. I understand that while a small number of these temporary teaching posts are still to be recruited by Teagasc, most have been hired and are now working on the Green Cert programme, helping to deliver record numbers of enrolments, which are forecasted to top 4,500 for the period 2014 to 2016. It is our expectation that the 70 additional posts will substantially clear the backlog of applications for the Adult Green Cert, ensuring that those young farmers who formerly applied for a place can be accommodated. The question of renewing some of these posts for a further 2-year period has been raised with my department recently. But it is important to point out, however, that the conditions attached to the Department of Public Expenditure and Reform stipulate that all contracts, 77 in total, must be phased out as their expiration date arises. Additionally, under the delegated sanction framework governing staff numbers in Teagasc, there is a prohibition on the establishment of contracts of indefinite duration for temporary staff, which would arise in this instance if the 77 temporary post contracts approved to date were renewed for a further 2-year period. I think more generally, the agreed delegation sanction arrangements for Teagasc provide them with greater flexibility over permanent staff appointments in research, advisory and education. The arrangements are now that are in place enable Teagasc to replace staff when they retire and to make up to 75 new permanent appointments, subject to compliance with the multi-annual pay ceilings. And while it is in Teagasc's remit that they must retain its overall pay budget, within its overall pay budget, the flexibility provided by the new arrangements will allow them to fill critical vacancies and to react faster when such vacancies arise in the future. And I understand that some appointments have been made in the education area to meet the current demand for places. Within the parameters of that overarching policy, the question of allocating additional resources to particular locations remains an operational matter for Teagasc. The arrangements implemented to date greatly assisted Teagasc in meeting the current exceptional demand for the adult green cert. And of course, the training of so many young farmers since 2014, approximately 4,500, is a very positive development for the agri-food sector, both in terms of supporting structural adjustment and encouraging young educated farmers to remain in and enter farming. In prioritising supports for young trained farmers under the Young Farmers Scheme and National Reserve, the Minister believes we can look forward to an increasing number of young farmers playing a central role in the further development of the agricultural sector in the years ahead. And just to say once again, both myself and Minister Creed wish to commend the Teagasc education staff for their proactive approach in enrolling such exceptional volumes in a very short time frame. We know that Teagasc teachers give substantial time and commitment over and above their everyday responsibilities in training the next generation of farmers and encouraging the adoption of new technology and practices on Irish farms. So the Department were pleased to secure the approval of the 77 temporary posts as outlined to enable Teagasc to provide almost 3,000 extra green cert places that would otherwise not have been made available. The allocation of 75 new permanent posts will also greatly assist Teagasc in delivering services to the farming sector, including education and training. As can be expected, the Young Farmers Scheme and National Reserve has stimulated added interest in the adult green cert among other farmers who have registered an interest with Teagasc in completing the course. It is not apparent at this stage how many of those expressions of interest will materialise in formal applications in due course. Historically, leakage between expressions and formal application is around 50%, but current demand may be stronger. My department has asked Teagasc to explore other staffing measures beyond temporary recruitment to ensure that any residual demand apply for the green cert can be accommodated within a realistic time frame, and the department will continue to monitor the green cert situation in Teagasc. I'm sorry, I've got it.
Thank you very much. The bells and the doll just
I have to go, but I am a graduate of the Farm Apprenticeship Scheme. I did my first year exams in Ballyhaise. I appreciate the value, and I'll be up again launching a timber harvesting simulator course. I understand the need to get as many people in as quickly as possible. So, sorry, I have to.
We understand. Is that all right, Senator? It's called to a vote.
Yeah, I understand. Perhaps the Minister might have a look at it.
Stopped ringing.
You might have a look at it, Minister, just in relation to the specific case and the fact that some education providers their contracts are terminating at the end of this year and they can't complete the courses that they commenced. Maybe you might have a look at that. Cheers. Thanks, Minister. Thank you.
Sitting stand.